We're going live. Here we go, people. We're going live. We're on the air. Oh, my goodness. They've let me back on again. Those crazy fools out there. They're letting the old man talk. How's it going, everybody? It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. And, of course, the old guy forgot to mute his big-ass iPad. And he forgot to mute his iPhone. So the sound is deafening. Anyway, how you guys doing? I've got two ads running. Oh, let's see here. Boating Bass Pro Shops. I got a Bass Pro Shops ad, and I've got here, learn how to get unlimited internet traffic from some outfit here. I don't know what this is. Two ads going. Yeah, man, making money on YouTube. What's that? Another 2/3 of a cent or something like that? Maybe 3/4 of a penny I just made watching my own channel on my own devices. I'm getting rich everywhere I go. Digital Sumo, whoever that is, whatever that is. Thank you, Digital Sumo, for advertising on my show. Thank you, Bass Pro Shops. Very good advertiser. Great demographics there. Hi, everybody. How are you? Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the TWB family. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're having a good day today. Not a great day in America. Heard overnight about that shooting in California. Got me nervous. We heard it was a suburb of LA. Got us real nervous. But we checked with somebody we know down there, and she's fine. She's just fine. Doesn't go at the country music bar, so she's okay. You just never know in this crazy, wacky world what happens out there. What can I say? Anyway. God bless the families and the family of the police officer went in there and all the other kids. It's just awful. And what can I tell you? It's isn't it becoming the new normal? Is that scary to say? It's becoming more and more like a new normal thing. It's really disturbing. The answer is simple. Good luck with that. Okay. Where are we at? Here in Creston, where I am. I'm in Creston, British Columbia, where we don't have mass shootings like that. We do occasionally have one in Canada, but boy, is it a rarity, and I mean really a rarity. Then it's a national story for weeks. In the U.S., it seems to be a national story for about 3 days, and it just fades away. No one's talking about Pittsburgh right now. Las Vegas, no one mentioned it until this morning. It's incredible. Okay. Enough of that depressing talk. Welcome to the show. Welcome to my channel, Traveling with Bruce, where generally speaking, we like talking about cruise ships and cruise ship holidays, getting away from the real world. We don't want to talk politics here or anything else. PG family rated show. Thank you for joining me. Let's keep it that way. Here in Creston, a gorgeous sunny day. Absolutely gorgeous sunny day. But we're going to be about, what's our high temperature going to be? 42? 43, that's it. So you go out for a walk, you have to put on like a windbreaker or maybe a light winter coat, but the sun is shining on you and you feel the warmth from the sun, but walk into some shade and ooh, it just cools right off. It's like 10 degrees cooler in the shade, and from 42 to 32, it's not pleasant. So that's the kind of weather we're having. I see snow on the top of our mountaintops around us. We don't have like high mountains. The biggest, tallest mountain around here is Smith's Peak. I think it's called, or Parker's Peak, Smith's Peak. They're just in Idaho, just south of my house, and they're at about 7,200 feet. Over here, the mountains that are next to me here, they're probably 4,800 feet, 5,000 feet, maybe 5,000 feet. But there's snow on the top quarter of the mountains next door here. I'm just kind of looking through my window over my living room window. So the snow is it's coming down. We might have flurries tomorrow. They're saying that we may have snow showers, the kind of flurries where the snow lands and then immediately turns into water and melts, but it will land as a snowflake. And then we have sunny weather coming the rest of the week, but we're only going to get up to the mid-40s. We're not getting back into the 60s anymore around here. Yuck, hate that. I gotta get more subscribers and grow this channel so I can get out of here. I want to be down south for the winters. I don't want to be here for the winters. Welcome to the show. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you're here. How many of you have shown up so far? 39 of you. Thank you for coming by. The channel, speaking of this channel, it will be 15 months old in 4 days. Today being November the 8th, 2018, Thursday, the first of 2 shows I'm doing today. This is my 5 o'clock show, and at 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern Time, live trivia. we are on, and look forward to having you come by and play some live trivia with me. We always have a blast when we do it. Yeah, November the 8th. Yesterday, got off the air, 5,288 subscribers. We were just shaking our heads in marvel at that. Right now, 5,350, 62 more have piled on as subscribers since yesterday afternoon. 5,350. I'm already looking at 5,500 in the not too distant future. We just did 5,000 on the weekend. It's just unbelievable. Thank you, all of you who are joining this channel. I love it. If there are any of you who are here watching me right now live, who aren't subscribing, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And if you would, please join me. There's a button there. There's a button there, maybe. One of the two buttons here has a little bell symbol there. If you click on that too, you'll be notified every time I put a new video up. And I did 2 today already. I've put 2 videos up today, and I'm doing 2 live shows. So I'm a busy guy today. Unbelievable. 5,350 subscribers. Thank you. If you're brand new, like I said, first time here, please sign in. Just say hi to me. Tell me, Bruce, first time watcher tell me where you're from. Where are you? Are you in the USA? What town are you from? What city? What's your high temperature today? Say hi to me. If you're overseas, tell me, where are you overseas? If you're in the UK, what city or town are you folks in? How's your weather there? If you're in Asia or Australia or anywhere, Europe, South America, and Caribbean, Canada, wherever you're from. I have viewers from over 120 countries that watch my channel from time to time. It's stunning to me. I can't believe it. Then I see all the so-called protectorates, all these areas that we think are countries but really aren't, like Bermuda, which is part of the UK, the Cayman Islands, all kinds of other spots. I get just so many notifications, and I love it. I just think it's fantastic. I'm humbled. Honored that you spend time with me and tolerate this old guy ranting and raving. I do the best I can with what little I have. What else is going on? Oh, folks are picking up this stuff. Oh, by the way, this T-shirt here. Any of my T-shirts today are on a deal. I think it's my T-shirts and my hoodies are on sale today because Redbubble has authorized a sale, 30% off. Everything, 30% off any T-shirt and hoodies. Now, you have to go to the site, the Redbubble store, which you can easily find off of my homepage. There's a little icon on the top of the page. They're either up here or up here. One of them is a little red dot that has an RB on it. That's Redbubble. Hit that. You'll go right to my Redbubble store. I just put up a new logo today. 2 new logos. One logo is perfect for white background shirts, and another logo is perfect for the dark colored shirts. Check them out. It's a circular logo with a TWB in the middle. It says Traveling with Bruce underneath it. Love it. I'm jacked about that. So happy that those have been put on. As a matter of fact, I might be able to, while I'm, jawboning here, I might be able to show you just kind of what we're talking about here. If I am lucky enough to be able to pull this logo up. Let's see if I can do it right there. And I'll show you quickly. Yeah, here's the red and white one. See that? TWB with the Traveling with Bruce all around it. That goes on a white T-shirt. And then the same logo with black colored bars is also available as well. So get over to Redbubble. Check out my new logo today. All the logos we've got up. And if you want, you can save some money today. 30% off. So look, if you're getting something for yourself and you've got someone in mind that you're thinking of getting 1 or 2 for, you buy 3, you're kind of only paying for 2. If you kind of do the math, it's not bad. You gotta love it. And again, thank you all of you out there who are supporting my channel, picking up this product. Any of you out there who are buying coffee mugs, here's the TWB logo we've had designed with the anchor there. By the way, cheers everybody. Thank you one and all for visiting my Redbubble store and supporting this channel, because every time you order one of these items, I get a commission. It's fantastic, and Redbubble handles it all. Also, those of you out there who've been going to Amazon, some of you have been asking me, Bruce, what, where, and how can I get to your Amazon affiliate link? I want to buy something on Amazon, and I want you to get a commission on it to help support you, because this is your full-time job. I say thank you very much. If you take a look below me right now, on the description of this video, there should be an Amazon link somewhere down here. But the easiest way to find it is go to my homepage or grab your cell phone If you go to my channel, go to the About tab, hit on that, and you'll find my little round icon, again, either up here or up here, for Amazon. And you click on that, it'll take you right to the Amazon homepage. Shop till you drop, and whatever you buy, I get a commission on it, and I love it. Oh, I got a $10, looks like a donation here. Oh, this is awesome. Clifford, you are wonderful. Clifford Thomas, Jim Thomas in California, thank you so much for making a direct contribution. You cut me off before I could get it out, can't even say it. Folks have been sending me donations from time to time on PayPal, again, through a link on these icons. I have one for my donate button. PayPal gets me 96% of the money generally. It's almost as high as 96% is what comes to me. So for every dollar you send me, I get 96 cents of it. It only costs 4 cents to handle it. And I'm in Canada. I'm up here. It's fantastic. The money is in my account in like 5 minutes. It's unbelievable. Jennifer cannot believe it when these come in. But I have been receiving from some of you on my live show super chats, which again, I don't mind getting. But I do prefer donations through PayPal because of the 96% payout. The super chats are 70%. So if they're small, if you're making me a small donation, super chat's fine. Making me a little larger donation, those 30% dollars start to really hurt, and it's opportunity lost to support me even more. But again, whatever you want to do, I thank each and every one of you for helping me stay on the air. Thank you for all your comments, your suggestions, your thumbs ups, your encouragement, just watching the commercials, all of that. Thank you. And then, of course, being here. I love it. I love to interact with you and stay in touch. All right, so let me move the camera in a little bit here so I can get a little closer to my phone over there. And the news I have for today that I wanted to talk to you about, a couple of pieces of news. First of all, I did 2 videos this morning. The first video I did was another update about the Carnival Sunshine ship. This is the one that was listing to the side. She was sailing along in the evening, having just left Miami a few hours earlier. The sun went down. It was dark out. People were having dinner in the dining room, eating in the buffet, walking around. Some were in the casino. Some were getting ready to go to the shows, whatever. When the ship, all of a sudden, without any warning, in calm seas, as it was moving along, started to tip or tilt or list. And my Navy people say, Bruce, it's called listing. It was listing a ship that goes along like that and starts to do that. That's listing if it's going that way. And it listed at least 30 degrees from what I am told. That is quite severe. That is the kind of listing that if you're at the dinner table and your table's like this, and then your table does this, first the plates go, the cutlery goes, your wine glass is gone, your drinks are gone, the wine bottle is gone, everything on the table is gone. The second thing that starts to happen is you start to go. Your chair starts to go. You're hanging on to the table. You're hanging on to this table like this to not slip out and head down there to that side of the ship. If you're at the end, if you're on this side of the ship and it's listing like this, the height difference from here to the folks eating down here on this side of the ship, that could be 30, 40, 50 feet. It could be quite substantial. I don't have the math in my head. I'm sorry, but it is substantial. But here's the other one I was thinking about. If you're the unfortunate guy or girl that's sitting at the dinner table, it's a round table, and you've got, say, 4 of you or 6 of you or whatever, and you're kind of you're facing the outside of the ship over there. That's the ship, the wall of the side of the ship over there, and it starts doing this, and you're sitting here. You're the one at the end of the table, right here. You're the one right here, sitting here like this, and everything is sliding your way. All the plates, all the food, all the bottles, all the steak knives are coming your direction. And if you're hanging on to the table, stuff is hitting your hands, hopefully not forks and knives to cut you. Plates fell on the floor, broke. It was a nightmare. Wine goblets breaking everywhere. What a mess. And people felt it lasted forever. And I would say if you were in it, you figured it would last forever. Carnival insists it wasn't only a minute. It was only a minute. Well, no one had an official timer, but I'll just say this. Anything over 5 or 10 degrees, we got a problem. And once it gets to 20 and 25 and 30, we really have a problem. And then it had to come all the way back. The crew took over control of the stabilizers and all the instruments because a computer malfunctioned and software malfunctioned and switching systems malfunctioned, whatever went wrong. It was something technical. It was a small technical problem. They corrected it and got the ship back. But people were running to their cabins immediately, not knowing what was going on. As soon as they could, they ran to their cabins, grabbed their life preservers, and started putting them on because they were fearing the worst. And you can't look outside and see what's going on. It's pitch black outside. It's not like it's a gorgeous sunny day and you can see the blue water over there. No, it's black. It's dark. And so they were literally in the dark wondering. And thankfully, the electricity didn't go out. Thankfully, the power stayed on. It could have been an absolute nightmare with darkness, with emergency lighting, and then panic, real panic. It was as if it wasn't bad enough. For the next day, the ship was at sea. People were walking around, a lot of them, with life preservers everywhere they were going. They didn't trust the ship anymore. They had lost all confidence that this might not happen again. They were completely freaked out, and they went everywhere on the ship with a life preserver in their free hand. The day after, the ship went to her first port of call, and a number of people got off with luggage and walked. They got out of there. They were not sticking around, and they flew home, and they are done for cruising for some time, which is unfortunate. It's a sad story, but you know, if you have a nervous sailor to start with, and then you have this little stunt happening, it doesn't bode well for your confidence, and I totally understand it. And so the ship carried on without a full complement of passengers, with a lot of upset people. The Carnival Cruise Line issued a letter saying, sorry, sorry, sorry. They gave everybody a $50 room credit as a little gift. Sorry about that. But there's a lot of folks going, you scared me to death. I was thinking today, what about moms and dads with kids on board? You have a 6-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, and they went through that with you. You got to look brave. They might be freaking out. Not a good thing. It's not a good memory. And so what are you going to do? It happened, and the ship is fine. Right at the moment, it's doing its thing. But, boy, you don't want to go through one of those. That was the first video I did today. The second video I did today was about the Celebrity Edge cruise ship. The Celebrity Edge, beautiful design, or if you're beautiful or not, depending on your opinion on it. It's a unique one-off design. I guess I should say it that way. I'm not sure myself if I consider it beautiful. I will consider it unique, no doubt about that. Completely different look for a typical cruise ship. It was a 23-month build out, 4 or 5, 6 years of engineering and designing it, putting it together in France. And the thinking was about 6, 8 months ago, the ship would be ready by September, October. But then no, they found they were having issues, final element designs and so on, and they had to push it back. And so the ship now will be sailing for her first cruise on December the 6th, if I recall my statistics. Yeah, here we go. This December 9th, pardon me. The cruise ship, which can hold 2,900 people, left France, was handed over to Celebrity, Royal Caribbean Celebrity Cruise Line, just this past weekend or so, Friday, Saturday, and she began her transatlantic cruise to Florida. I found it interesting that there are no passengers on the ship. There are no passengers on this transatlantic cruise. They've done their sea trials and everything, and I would have thought that, when the ship was handed over to Royal Caribbean, it was done. But nope, apparently it's not completely done. The ship has on board apparently 1,400 staff members, all the crew, obviously, and then they have a whole bunch of contractors on board, and there's a lot of finishing work getting done on the ship. Now, I'm going to guess that this is probably cosmetic and maybe painting and some caulking and some, just fishing this, polishing and whatever. But the cruise ship actually stopped in the Azores yesterday. And I don't know if that was on the itinerary or not. I read an article today about the stop, and it was referred to as a technical stop. Technical, that word, technical. We've been going over this word for the last couple of weeks lately. The word technical in the cruise business, I don't think it's a good word. If I'm on board a cruise ship and the captain says we've had a technical problem, I don't care if he even says it's a small technical problem, a tiny, teeny, weeny technical problem. Those kinds of terms can mean anything. In the case of the Navigator of the Seas, a stabilizer broke. That ain't a small technical problem as far as I'm concerned. That is a major problem. Had a hole in the hull and leaked a bunch of water on board. That ain't no technical problem. That ain't no little technical problem in my book, to use some slang. Carnival had a small technical problem when the engine for the Triumph wouldn't run properly. And also the Sunshine, same ship I'm talking about here earlier about listing, that ship had engine problems the week before. That was a small technical problem. I don't think that's small. I think it's a major problem. Anyway, this ship here came in for a technical stop in the Azores. Now, this could have been booked. This could have been prearranged. This could be completely normal. And maybe a bunch of technicians on board the ship were doing measurements of its performance, and now they were there to get off the ship because their work is done, and now they're going to fly home. I don't know. But what I did find, I found photos of the ship at the dock in the Azores, and there was a crane beside the ship, and there was lifting going on. I don't know for what, I don't know why, how, where, when, but there was a crane beside the ship, fully extended, and something was being done. The ship did leave, however, and is on her way again in the Atlantic, heading to Florida. But what I also found interesting with the timing of it is that the ship is supposed to land in Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale on November the 19th. So that's 11 days from today, being the 8th today. But the ship does not do its first cruise until December 1st. That is 12, 13 days. It's almost 2 weeks. It comes to Fort Lauderdale, but doesn't go on even on a promo cruise. It's got 2 3-day promo cruises coming up. One from December 1 to December 4, a second one from December 6 to December 9, which I also find interesting because the 5th of December, it's not doing anything. And then on December the 9th, the day that it offloads the last of the media and travel agents and media industry insiders, the 9th of December, it starts its first cruise for 7 days with real paying passengers. So the ship lands in November 19th, doesn't take on paying passengers until December the 9th. 20, almost 30 days. Like that's, well, 20 plus days anyway, 20 odd days, 3 weeks. Very interesting, especially the time frame between November the 19th and December the 1st for the first promo cruise. That's 12 days. What are they doing? Are they just going to show the ship off to media for 12 solid days? Are they taking it out into the ocean for test runs in the Caribbean area? Are their workers still working on it to finish it up? Are they having mechanical issues, technical problems? I don't know. Anyway, so I mentioned that because when the Royal Caribbean people had the delivery of the Symphony of the Seas, for months we knew that on this date the ship would be handed over to the cruise line, and on that date, within like a day or two, she would be in Barcelona and she would start these promotional cruises in the Mediterranean. And she did. There was no downtime. There was no fixing stuff up. And this is a much larger ship that can hold 6,800 people compared to 2,900 on the Edge. So I'm wondering what's up. Now, I get it. In some respects, I got to give the ship some slack here. I'll cut it slack. Because the cruise ship is a brand new cutting design. No other ship has looked like this ship before, has had the innovations. The innovations that this ship has got are all new. There's a lot about this ship to make it very unique. So hey, it's all good if you're you want to get it right. And if December the 9th is the first day of the first cruise, then so be it. Whatever you do between now and the 9th of December, go for it. Do whatever you want. But again, I find it unusual that a ship would go across the Atlantic without paying passengers. They had her done over there. They'd already be making money now coming across, even if it is just an inaugural transatlantic one-way repositioning cruise, but not being done. So that was the second video I did today that is also posted. If any of you out there can get a chance to check them out, if you like them, please give them thumbs ups. And please, if you don't mind, share them on Facebook with your friends. Help those videos get exposed because they're performing rather well, but I'd love to see them go even further out to other people who don't know I exist. Other news, Virgin Voyages, Richard Branson and his cruise line. Virgin Voyages made an interesting announcement yesterday afternoon that I happened to catch they've announced that the big news, no buffet on the brand new cruise ship, the Scarlet Lady, that they're building for their cruise line. The first ship that's out in 2020, Scarlet Lady, will not have a buffet. It will hold 2,400 passengers, if I got my numbers straight, something like that. A lot of unique features. Also, that ship is being targeted to millennials. No one under 18 will be allowed to sail on her, so forget families. No way with small kids. No buffet. There will be 20 different food establishments. There's 20 different places to go and eat on the ship. Lots of choices, lots of variety, vegetarian offerings, and everything else, but nothing as a buffet. So they're using the space that would have been a buffet area, and that is being divvied up into smaller food type, specialty type spots. And we'll learn a lot more about this, because the folks at Virgin, they have really, they got their act together when it comes to the PR department. The PR department for Virgin Voyages, they know what they're doing. They are coming out with an announcement almost every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, like clockwork, for a ship that we won't see for a year and a half. They're still coming out with all kinds of info about what is going on that cruise ship, with all kinds of computer renditions of what it's going to look like, because the ship itself is under construction. It's just a steel hulk, a big, empty hull. I mean, they haven't even tackled the inside of it yet for the cosmetic look. They're still building that thing out. Of course, a year and a half from now, a lot will be done. They've ordered a 4th ship, so there will be, instead of 3 Virgin ships, there'll be 4. And the first one, like I say, 2020. I think the second one will be 2021, and then the third one 2022, and perhaps 2023 for the 4th. But from what I can understand, bookings are pretty good. Very strong interest from people who want to go on this ship, especially millennials who don't want to be sailing with kids. I get it. This is going to be a most interesting story to follow, and I will follow it as closely as I can. I'll let you know about it. Third piece of news and last piece of news today, or fourth piece of news, whatever it is. Seattle, the city of Seattle. The port of Seattle set a record this past summer with the number of passengers that came through Seattle, specifically for basically the Alaska cruise market. Now, a lot of folks use Seattle, a lot of cruise lines use Seattle to go to the Orient as well. So there are cruises to Japan and China and South Korea and Vietnam, the whole Asian area, that will originate in Seattle, or at least visit Seattle on the way over. And Seattle is looking to get more business. They want more of the action. They've noticed how cruise lines are bringing more ships to the Alaska area, and Seattle wants to be the preferred choice. They don't want the business going to Portland. They don't want the business going to Vancouver and British Columbia. They want it, and they happen to have a city council and the geography in the city of Seattle, where they can add capacity to their ship handling area. So they're looking to bring in another berth. They want to add, the story goes, they're proposing a 4th cruise ship berth, another terminal, in other words, to handle, instead of 3 ships at a time, 4 cruise ships at a time. And they're talking about the largest cruise ships at sea. So they'll probably go right up to 1,200 feet. They're looking also to expand their cargo capacity. And so a $340 million budget is being put together here, being assembled for this project, and they want to get it done in a year and a half. They're not dilly-dallying with a 5-year, let's think about it and study it and get around to it. No, we're open for business in 18 months with this new addition to our port. I don't know the details of the container port as it is and what it will be, but I do know on the cruise passenger side, they're looking for serious numbers. I think they want to get to 2 million passengers a year ultimately, because they haven't maxed out their existing facilities, but they see the future, and they know that with 6,000 passenger cruise ships likely to be coming through, they want them. They want them coming there, because under the Jones Act, a cruise ship must go to a foreign country before it can come back to Seattle, back to the United States. Canada's 30 miles away. So they want the business rather than Vancouver get it. The problem for Vancouver, unfortunately, is one, the Lions Gate Bridge that goes over the Burrard Inlet. It is a bridge from the 50s. and it's a high bridge. It's a suspension type bridge. The problem is that in the modern day cruise market business, cruise ships are so tall now that they need the low tide to get under and get out of the harbor in Vancouver. So that's one limitation. Second limitation is the city of Vancouver is a basket case when it comes to environmentalists. They rule the roost. You think you got tree huggers in California? Ha! Wait till you go to Vancouver, BC. The rules and regs in British Columbia are unbelievable. And you want to build a new pier for cruise ships? Good luck, buddy. You're looking at 10 years of court cases with appeals to the Supreme Court for every little environmental study you can imagine. It is an absolute nightmare. I don't like Vancouver's chances of expanding its own port. As a matter of fact, Vancouver has had to shrink the number of cruise ships coming into its ports over the years because of restrictions on cruise ships being able to use old port facilities that are not allowed to be upgraded. And so Vancouver is in a nightmare scenario. I pity the business people in Vancouver because they're being choked to death by people who are trying to, improve the ecology of the area. There are some folks in Vancouver that want Vancouver the way it used to be back in 1880 before the railway ever showed up. There's you got two sides. You got progress and you've got, ecology and environment. And sometimes the two just don't get along. In Seattle, it's business, baby. Let's make money. The waterfront is all concrete. Who are we kidding? We developed this back in the war, the Second World War. This is all concrete. We're not going back to the way Seattle used to look like way back when. So why don't we just upgrade the concrete and make it way more efficient? And yes, we'll have strict environmental controls, but we're never going back to the coastline the way it used to be 250 years ago. So Seattle has bought into the program, and boy, have they counted up the money. Oh my gosh, businesses in Seattle like hotels, the airlines, the taxi cab companies, the restaurants, the souvenir shops, the parking garages, anything to do with tourism, business is being had. Unemployment is very low in Seattle. And that's a state, I believe that's a city where it's a $15 hour minimum wage, and yet the tourists keep coming. It's incredible. It's a beautiful place. Vancouver's beautiful too. Don't get me wrong. Vancouver is gorgeous. But just don't try and drive through there very easily. It's a nightmare to drive. Try and park. You will pay. You will pay dearly to park. And buying gas in Vancouver, the most expensive gas in probably all of North America, higher than California by a bit. Yeah, it's quite amazing. Anyway, that's Bruce's little rant and rave. Hope you don't mind too much. And let's see who's here. Say hi, compare notes. Thank you already for 24 thumbs up. If you have any questions about cruising or any thoughts on what I'm talking about, let me know. Let's talk about it. Let's go from there. First people here, Tom Henry. He says, I'm first. Where's Sebastian? Normally he's first. I had to start early. I have a lift arriving at 5:30 to pick me up. Welcome, Robert Brandt, when you arrive. Tracy came in second. Tom Henry, have a wonderful time on your cruise. He says, thanks. I just gave Bruce a thumbs up, and he's all good to go. Tom Henry looks good. 2 in the room and 2 thumbs up. So the first 2 people here gave me a thumbs up already, and it's 100% participation. Absolutely wonderful. Sylvia came in as number 3. Have a fantastic time, Tom, on your cruise, and I guess he'll be giving us a rum of the day along with Robert. Have fun with Robert, Kaya, and Janu. Tom Henry, thanks, Sylvia. Sylvia just did my thumbs up, so that's 3 for 3. I'm watching a close to catch the thumbs down person. He's looking to see who gives the thumbs down to me. Well, I got 2 of them, so there's 2 thumbs downs. I don't know who it is. Tom, I'm watching close to see that. Tom, do you know, Sylvia, what the weather will be like in St. Thomas when you arrive? The other passengers have been discussing that, saying the prediction is rain every day, but I doubt that. Maybe a short shower. We'll have to see what Robert thinks. Sylvia, that's because they are looking at the Weather Channel. It's calling for 40 to 60% chance of rain. Don't know what day you're getting there, but we'll probably just rain a little in the evening. Tom Henry will be there Tuesday, November 13th. So he'll be there in 5 days, and I'm looking forward to those guys getting together and hearing all about it. Tom Henry, okay, there's a thumbs down. Where did it come from? He wants to know. Sylvia, hey, Tom, cool, says, have a safe trip and tell Robert hello, and we hope to meet him someday. Tom Henry is cool hiding. Sylvia, he's at work. He just wanted me to give you the message. Tom Henry, appreciate it. Sylvia, I don't see a thumbs down. Robert Brandt, hi, Bruce and everyone. 86 in St. Thomas. U.S. Virgin Islands Celebrity Equinox with 2,852 is in port today. The rum of the day is Vizcaya VXOP Cask. That sounds exotic for sure. Robert Brandt, I'll get you back on the ship. I'll get you back on the ship at Tom Henry. Tom Henry, hi, Robert. Do we have a carnival? Was that a carnival something yet? Tom, I can be a port runner arriving in a hot car. Cool jazz. No wonder I couldn't log in. I was trying to log in into the 8 p.m. show. Tom Henry, I left you a message there. I'm laughing my, you know what, off. Old age, says Cool Jazz. Cool Jazz is trying to get into my 8 o'clock show, and he can't figure why is there anybody here. I'm all by myself. Come on into the 5 o'clock show. We're here, buddy. Welcome from New York. Tom Henry, hi, Cool Jazz. I will wave from the plane probably around 11. Robert Brandt, talking with him tomorrow, and we'll have the agent number. Tom Henry, any idea what info I need from Paul to get us both signed up? At Cool Jazz, I'll be looking, Tom. Cool Jazz, what cruise you guys looking to do? Robert, names, addresses, and my carnival number is you'll have one. They can look it up. Wendy, hi all. We got some rain today, about 70 out there, but I don't have to water my plants. Mother Nature did it for me. Right on there, Wendy Thompson. Way to go from Ocala, Florida. Robert Brandt, they should be able to help with discounted airfare if you need it too. Tom Henry, already booked for me. Tom Henry plus pre and post hotel. Cool Jazz, Tom Henry. I'm aging real fast. 2 nights ago, I pulled at a stop sign and started to roll my window down and reached for my garage access card. Wasn't even drinking. Tom Henry, whoops, LOL. Robert Brandt, laughing out loud. Sylvia, could I see, cool, I see you logged in, laughing out loud. Robert Brandt, I don't know what's going on today, but Alexa keeps answering questions I haven't even asked. Sylvia, Robert, the twins are at it again, laughing out loud. Robert Brandt, wouldn't surprise me. Robert, she said, if you eat at an extra 100 calories a day, you will gain 10 pounds in a year. I need to lose 50 pounds, Tom Henry is saying. Robert Brandt, I don't know, but Alexa's logic, you need to eat 500 calories less a day, and you'll lose it in a year. Robert Brandt, my wife being the smarter of us too, just said, you don't need to eat less, just burn more. There you go. Eat all you want, just burn it off. Get off the honcho there. So 100 calories per day for a year is good for 10 pounds, either up or down, Robert Brandt. So keep everything the same and burn 500 calories, and lose it, Tom Henry, or do both. Vivian Clark Nelson is here, evening, almost 10 o'clock here. Welcome, Vivian, from the UK. I'm glad you're here. Let's see here. Excuse me. Almost 10 p.m. here, she's saying. Sure, at least eat 250 less and burn 150 more. Robert Brandt is going, maybe meet me halfway. Robert saying hi to Vivian. Vivian, oh, hello. Crazy Rich Guys, just Kai in the house, but we'll have a few for trivia. Gang is showing up for trivia tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. Fantastic. Cool Jazz. Sylvia, I was logging into the 8 p.m. show. So crazy. Robert Brandt, I've done that and wondered where everybody was. Vivian, I often do the same. Cool Jazz, Robert Brandt, all these things happening with liquor, laughing out loud. Vivian, I come on at Yum, then there's no one here at 10 p.m. She's wondering what happens. Then she shows up at the 5 o'clock show, and we're all here. Hi, how you know? I can only do one show at a time, folks. Debbie Manuel is here. Hi, Debbie, how you doing? Hi, everybody. She says, please send prayers for the Lucas family. My friend, the Lucases, horrible fire started in Paradise at 6:30 this morning, and already 8,000 acres are burned. Skies are black in Chico, hoping the best for Randy and Michelle. Us too. We'll keep an eye open for that. Robert Brandt saying, I try not to blame the booze when I log into the wrong show. Jim, hey, everybody. Now, big fire down by Chico, California. Prayers to our friends. Lucas is burning up Paradise, California. Vivian, oh, my God, how awful. Tom Henry, thanks for the news, Debbie and Jim. Paul Wilson, hey, hello, Bruce, and everybody else. Hey, Paul, thank you for your donation today. I love it. Thank you so much. Tom Henry, hi, Paul Wilson. Reggie and your man, Tom Henry, you have a safe trip. Cindy, too, and have some fun for us. Oh, by the way, Tom Henry, thank you for your contribution through Patreon. That came through at the beginning of the month, as always, and I noticed that someone else gives me one, and I've forgotten their name. I'll remember it tomorrow. Thank you, Tom Henry, for that. I don't know if you've forgotten about that, but it went through. Thank you. Reggie, Tom Henry, do you have a safe trip, Cindy, and have room for us? Crazy Rich Guys, what ship are you coming on, Tom? So, Tweety, hello, everybody. Tom, you're already booked hotel and airfare for your February trip? How many are for sure on that? I told Robert at those prices, we cannot afford to stay home. We can't. We just got to go on this cruise. Tom Henry, thanks, but Cindy gets to stay home. Reggie and your man, oh no, terrible about the fire. Tom Henry, NCL Dawn. I'm on the NCL Dawn, Crazy Rich Guys. See you in 5 days. So, Tweety, sorry to hear about the fire. Reggie and your man, Tom Henry, too bad. Brittany, hi, Bruce and all. I think the cold front starts coming through tonight. And I thought it might have started yesterday, but I was wrong. Paul Wilson, hello there, Tom. Brittany, the temperature will be dropping throughout the day tomorrow. Crazy Rich Guys. Okay, so you are at the Haven site dock, is what they're saying. Brittany, I don't think that there'll be any of the white stuff coming down next week. Well, I don't, not for you guys, not Louisiana. Robert Brandt, looks to be 17,000 cruise guests on the 13th. Tom Henry, 17,000 cruise guests will be arriving in St. Thomas the day you get here in 5 days. Unbelievable. Sylvan Forest, hi, Bruce and all. 83 degrees Fahrenheit in Delray Beach, Florida. Sunny and ideal weather for TWB, a cigar, and a libation. Thumbs up, everyone, for Bruce. 6,000 subscribers sooner than you think. Yeah, I think you're right, my friend. Welcome to the show. What do you think of the new logo, Sylvan? Did you see that thing today? It's unbelievable. We just loaded it up on Redbubble, and I think it's fantastic. Get a look at it, you guys. Kelly Haston in Hi TWB family. Tom Henry, I never have had an ad. Wonder if Bruce gets anything on my views. Tom Henry, do you have premium? Do you have like the premium service? Are you paying for that? If you have that, you'll never get ads. I don't know. Tom, it doesn't matter. I mean, you know, you get an ad. Sometimes you banner ad. I don't know. Who knows? Whatever goes. Brittany, I could be wrong again as to when the cold start is going to start. When it's going to get cold here. It's 72 right now. She says, so Tweety Tom, if I ever refresh the page during the live stream, I'll get an ad. Yeah, that's true. Peter Heckema. Hi, Bruce and all. Another 85-degree day here in Tarpon Springs and lots of sun. Notice today that gas has gone down another few cents to 236.9. I guess there's a glut of oil on the market. Way to go. That is awesome. Around here, we were as high as $1.40 a liter Canadian here. We're now at $1.38 a liter. That's 7 cents a gallon less. It's an absolute joke here. The taxes are so high that the oil companies, they know that they don't really have to lower the price, because where else are you going to go? There's only a few dealers in this town, so we're stuck paying it. That's why I gas up in the States. I bet you the Costco in Coeur d'Alene probably will be about $2.75 by about now. Last time I gassed up was $2.94, $2.97 a gallon. So hopefully 20 odd cents less, maybe more. We'll see the next time I get down there. Bob Hollis is here. Hi, Bruce. Been a while. Leaving out of Port Canaveral right now on the Symphony of the Seas, headed to Miami. She's a beauty. Fantastic, Bob. Have a great cruise. Thank you for saying hi. It's great to hear from you. Angela A. Hello, Bruce. Good afternoon from sunny Florida. How are you, Angela A.? Welcome to the show. So, Tweety, have a lovely cruise, Bob. Bob Hollis will do. MG Toe. Wow, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Peter Heckema. Bruce, if you plan to spend some time in the good old USA for winter months, make sure you have good health insurance. A few days in the hospital can cost thousands and thousands of dollars. Yes, that's absolutely right. Blue Cross, you got to have it. So, Tweety, what's the countdown, MG? Bob Hollis, a big-ass ship to match the big-ass RV, Bruce. That's right, Bob, old boy. You got it. That's what you got to have. A big-ass boat for the big-ass RV. Absolutely right. Have you seen my big-ass iPad? Let me show you this. Oh, man. Look at this, baby. This is as big as my head. This giant, big-ass iPad, courtesy of the Robert Brandt family from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, along with the iPencil from the twins. Thank you all so much for your support. Yeah, big ass RV, big ass iPad, big ass ship. Cool jazz. Bob Hollis, are you at the back of the ship? I'm watching it now. Reggie Man, any ladies in the chat that travel light? I only take carry-on and a small tote and still take outfits to dress up in. Robert Brandt, big AFT ship, big aft ship. MG Toe, 17 days for MG's for his Ruby Princess cruise to Mexico. Peter Heckema. Bob Hollis, Bob, we are on the Symphony of the Seas in 16 days. Crazy Rich Guys, you need a rainbow-colored shirt traveling with Bruce. We should get one made, a rainbow-colored traveling with Bruce T-shirt. I will talk to my I'll try and talk to my graphic artist connection and see if maybe something like that could be put together, because the rainbow of colors and that would be a really, really good idea. Thank you for telling me that. I like it. All right. Thank you so much. MG, 15 days, he's saying. I got like 15 days to go. No, 16 days to go. Now he doesn't know. He's all over the map. It's 15 to 17 days. That much we know now. Reggie Man, Ruby Princess to Mexico. Bob Hollis, no Cool Jazz on top on the port side. Patricia Ferrari is here. Hello. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Welcome back to my chat today. So, Tweety, Reggie and her man, I bring a check bag and my purse. I consider that packing light for almost any length of trip, I would say. Wendy Thompson, Reggie, hubby, and I each take a 21-inch and a carry-on. We don't dress up much unless the trip is birthday or anniversary themed. Right on. Reggie and her man, so Tweety, that's great. Cool Jazz. Okay, Bob Hollis, I'm going to watch her sail away. Enjoy her. Tracy Dunlop, hi, Bruce and all. 86 degrees in Naples. Feels hotter. Humidity is back up. 86 is hot. We're nowhere near that. We're in the 40s, and it's cool here. Robert Brand saying hi, Tracy. Reggie and her man, Wendy Thompson, not bad. Patricia, how do I do PayPal? Patricia, if you want to send me a donation on PayPal, and God bless you, there's a couple of ways to do it. If you're watching me on a phone like this or an iPad like my iPad, you have to go to my homepage and there's an About tab. There are tabs that'll say videos, playlists, About. Hit that, and that will show you a number of email addresses. One for Amazon, one for Twitter, one for PayPal. And if you click on that, you're in the PayPal donation system, which is linked right to me because that's how you got there. And it'll prompt you as to what would you like to do. And it'll ask you, do you want to send Bruce some cash? Oh, how much you want to send? You can put in any amount you want. And then it'll show you how to process it and hit the button. They'll give you a confirmation email. And I get a confirmation email that you got money. And it's all good. Now, if you're not using a phone or a tablet and you're on a laptop or a computer, just go to my homepage. So underneath this picture, probably either down here or down here, I'm not sure how I'm reversed or not, you'll find the little, it'll say Traveling with Bruce, a little type just underneath the picture says Traveling with Bruce. You click on that, that'll take you out of this live telecast. It'll take you to my homepage where you see the wide banner on the top with the cruise ship on it, my title, Traveling with Bruce. And there will be icons on the far right of the screen, and one of them is the PayPal icon. Click on that, you're in the system, okay? So that's how it works, and thanks all of you who even consider doing that. I love you. So, Tweety, I'm pretty confident in my reflexibility to save my wine when the ship tilts. Forget falling over, grab the booze. Cool, Jazz. Just means too many people on one side laugh out loud. Tom Henry, bye everyone leaving for the airport. Tom, get her going, have fun, and let us know how it goes. So Tweety, safe travels. And Cool Jazz, safe travels. Reggie and Man, bye Tom. So Tweety, scary. Wendy Thompson, does anyone know what the postage to mail to Canada is with U.S. postage added? Wendy, when you get to the post office, they'll just tell you, just get in line. I'm sorry. Tell them you want to mail this letter to me. It's all by weight. They'll put it on a scale and they'll look at the size of it, and then they'll tell you how much you got to give them. I'm sorry, I honestly don't know off the top of my head. And if it is a letter or an envelope, you can certainly send it to my Canadian address. If you're sending me something larger in a box, then I would recommend you send it to a U.S. address I have. The problem for me is every time something arrives at my U.S. address that I've got, I have to pay $3 to $4 to get the item. And I don't want to have a bunch of envelopes show up where I have to pay $3 or $4 for each envelope just to be able to get them, because these folks charge a fee to collect. So I'd rather just get mailed to my Canadian, mailbox. So check with your post office and you'll find out. Cool Jazz says it's over at $1.25. He's saying, he's thinking, Wendy. One stamp plus how much for Canada? Okay, thanks, says Wendy. Brittany Lockwood, nothing technical is small on a ship. When they say we have a small technical problem, it's not a small problem. It's something major, and if they have to tell you about it, it's a problem. Yeah. Cool Jazz, they have special stamps, I think, for international. So Tweety, oh my God, they were carrying life vests everywhere. Sounds traumatic. Yeah. Families of 4, mom and dad and the 2 kids. Wherever you go on the cruise ship, until we get to land tomorrow, you're carrying a life vest. You either wear it or you're carrying it wherever you go. Yep, on the ship, wherever you go. Unbelievable. Wendy Thompson, ship at sea and trouble, not small issue if you ask me. Right on, Wendy. Robert Brandt, all those spilled drinks had to be replaced and refilled. That's true. Do we know somebody there? Yes, I think we do. Wendy, abusing booze, not good. Jim Thomas, Deb just listened to the news They did just say 17,000 acres on fire. Robert Brandt, yuck. Reggie Newman, Robert Brandt laughing out loud. Brittany, Celebrity Edge looks tacky. Robert, I sort of like it. Robert, it's different. Reggie, I do too. Looks interesting. Rob Souter, greetings from Wilmington, Delaware, 56 Fahrenheit. How are you, Rob? Welcome back, buddy. Debbie Manuel, have a great time. Thomas, Debbie Manuel, how can it get to 17,000 acres in only 7.5 hours? So sad. Unbelievable. The conditions are perfect for it, I guess. So, Tweety, I agree, Brittany, the ship is not visually appealing. Robert Brandt, technical sounds like a technicality, technically speaking. I think you're right. Rob Sutter, safe trip. Tom Henry. Reggie, your man, Houston, we have a problem. Cool Jazz, technical problem when you forget to bring eggs on board. That's another technical problem. Robert Brandt, that would be a technical problem. That we forgot the eggs. But it would be more than a technical problem if the stabilizer fell off. That's more than a technical problem. That's a serious stabilization of the ship problem. Hole in the hull, that's a serious flooding issue. Yeah, that's what I call it, but not there's lingo by the cruise lines, and then there's the lingo we know. There you go. Robert Brandt, it's like, whoops, no big deal unless it's during surgery. Reggie and your man, Cool Jazz, oh no, what will happen at the omelet station? It could cause a mutiny, a Brittany Lockwood technical problem in the case of the Celebrity ship, I think, of it not being all that big a deal because there are no passengers. Let's hope so. Cool Jazz. See, Reggie, that's a technical problem. Reggie and her man, exactly. And Arnie Texan, Debbie, fire was 1,000 acres in the first hour. When the hot winds blow 30 miles an hour plus from the mountains to the ocean, fire grows fast. All grass and brush is dry. No rain in over 6 months. Oh, man, it's bad. So, Tweety. Woohoo! So Tweety, no buffet is my kind of cruise ship. Sebastian is saying hi. Hi there, Sebastian. Brittany Lockwood, the ship and its crew could be working out a lot of problems that could happen before problems could happen. I agree. I think they're working out the teething problems on the ship because it's the first of its kind. A lot of new features on the ship, new design issues. I think they're just working out the bugs. And why not do it now before you got paying customers? The crew can complain, but it doesn't affect the paying customers at all. Robert Brandt but Warren Buffett is so rich and Jimmy Buffett is so cool. Did you know that Jimmy Buffett is worth $400 million? I was doing a quiz the other day. I was looking for trivia questions for you guys, and I came up with the richest music stars, like the musicians, the richest musicians of all time over all these decades. And Warren Buffett, $400 million is his estimated net worth. Not bad. That's pretty good cash. Let's see here. So Tweet, I couldn't tell those two people apart. Robert laughing out loud. Robert Brandt, the one who is at Dairy Queen is Warren. Sebastian Shore, not saying anything. Robert Brandt, the one who smells like Puff Puff is Jimmy. So Tweety, I don't get the Dairy Queen part, but thank you, laughing out loud. Robert Brandt, he owns Dairy Queen. That's right. Warren Buffett owns Dairy Queen and Heinz Ketchup. Yep, he owns that company too. Robert, and many, many more. Geico. He owns Geico. Yep. So Tweety, okay. MG, I prefer to be on the ship with a buffet. The Virgin ship will be a failure. Go with Carnival and have more fun. Robert Brandt, Margaritaville down here is getting reopened. Right on. It's being built back up. So Tweety, go Seattle. I wish they would do more Mexican cruises out of there. We treat passengers very well too. Free luggage service to the airport so you can enjoy our city. And they have that. Don't they have a train now from the airport to the downtown? I think it's fantastic. Cool Jazz, Berkshire is his brand. That's right. So Tweety, awesome, Cool Jazz. So Tweety, I think the Virgin Cruises will succeed. There's a niche market for it, if not a mass market. My daughter wouldn't be interested in the buffet. No, she's 30, wouldn't care. She wants to go to the vegetarian area. She wants to go there. She'll wait. She'll wait 10 minutes to get what she wants because she really watches what she eats. It's a whole new world. Doesn't watch television, has no cable TV, doesn't do buffets. Interesting. And she eats rather smartly and as healthy as they come. Isn't that something? Robert Brandt, I agree. A la carte may be how they all go. Cool Jazz, Robert Brandt, you ready for Tom? What's the first drink you have planned? Robert, it's too early to do something with fruit juices, so it'll be early. We'll see. So, Tweety, Vancouver is the worst embarkation port I've had to deal with. An agent there told me the building was made to accommodate 5,000 people, but it frequently processes way more in a day. Yeah, Vancouver is ready for the 80s. The building that you use in Vancouver to get on a cruise ship was built for the 1986 Expo, the World Fair. They haven't done a damn thing since. That pier is a 1986 pier, and the big cruise ships stick out the end. It's just not big enough. Vancouver, you want to get a permit to change your sidewalk. Oh my God, the permitting fees. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it is extremely difficult to get anything approved in Vancouver of a significant size, especially on the waterfront. Oh my God, especially on the waterfront. If the city wants it upgraded, it'll get done. If the city is kind of going, well, it's not so bad the way it is, and you want to change it, oh man, you're in a world of hurt. Get the lawyers and get going. You're going to need all the experts you can get your hands on, and you will pay dearly to get approval. That's just the way it is. Maybe it's the same in other cities, San Francisco or whatever, but in Vancouver, it is really something. What can I tell you? MG Toe, so if the Virgin ships were smaller, I could see no buffet, but I would expect a good buffet on the Virgin ship, and we're not getting it. The hell with Virgin, just like NCL and MSC. Cool Jazz, yeah, that's right. He arrives 8 a.m. Reggie and her man, to each his own. Isn't it great there? Isn't it great there's variety? There you go. Robert Brent, it's a gamble, MG Toe. MG, yeah, technical problems. Yeah, Robert. Right, Robert, says MG, a gamble that won't last long because it's not what people want. The sea cruisers will starve. So, Tweety, MG, your cynicism is endearing. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. I tolerate it. It's okay. Robert, I think there is a splitting of what people want. Half want cheap, half want high-end everything. You got it. You're absolutely right, Robert. You've nailed it. It's the way it is. I mean, look, I'm guilty of going to Las Vegas and hanging out at the Bellagio. I love to stay at the Bellagio on a good rate if I can get one. But I don't think twice about going to the buffet at the Monte Carlo and paying $19.99 instead of $45.99 for the buffet. That's my shtick. I justify it by walking. I walk there and back, and I figure I walk part of it off. I'm still fatter than before, but nonetheless, that's how we are. Half of us want cheap, and half of us want high-end cheap, and that's the way it goes. So, Tweety, the only time I ever eat at a buffet is when I'm in there with kids, and even then, I'd rather skip the meal. MG, high-end is a good buffet. We'll see. I got to say, though, when I do have the buffet at the Bellagio, it is fantastic. It is first class. I mean, they've got all the meat there, the venison, and then they have the roast beef, the prime rib. They got the shrimp, the baked prawns. For a buffet, it's fantastic, but it's $45, baby, American money. For Canadians, that's like $1,000. It's unbelievable. Anyway. Brittany, don't forget to give Bruce a thumbs up. I got 30 thumbs ups, 2 thumbs downs. Maybe we can hit 50 thumbs up today. That would be fantastic. Anybody spare me a thumbs up? Please do. I'd love to get that many today. Robert Brent, I used to love those midnight buffets. So, Tweety, oh yeah, I think it was Carnival that had midnight buffet. Midnight chocolate buffets, I would go for that. Reggie and her man, so Tweety, when we were on the Ruby Princess with friends, ate in the main dining room every meal, even breakfast. They weren't buffet people. It was good portion control. I agree. And service is fantastic. MG Toast, so people want casual dining, and that's what a buffet is all about. There you go, Robert Brent. I agree with you, MG, for the less costly cruises, but with a very high end, I think they want service and menus, etc. So, Tweety, you pay for the amazing service and experience of a sit-down dining with your cruise fare. I don't know why anyone skips for the buffet. Yep, if you can go on like a Holland America ship, have the breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the main dining room. You will be treated royally. You'll get the best service, and the food is outstanding. So, anyway, to each his own, though. Whatever works for you. So, Tweety, except for with kids. Reggie and man, so Tweety, very true. So Tweety, agreed, Reggie and man. MG, it's called gluttony. A buffet is what cruising is all about to a great degree. The hell with the Virgin. There you go. MG, whatever works. We're all good. So Tweety, I have a great mental image of you shaking your fist. She's saying, Robert Brandt, the Asians seem to love the buffets while they lasted. So Tweety, they ate Norwegian out of house and home, says So Tweety. MG, Virgin probably wants people to pay for those dining rooms. No, they don't. Let me tell you in a minute. Reminds me of a rumor that NCL is going to charge for the main dining room. MG, let me tell you, in the press release that I read yesterday about Virgin doing the 20 venues, no extra charge for any of it. There are no specialty restaurants, no added fees for any of the eating venues on Virgin. It's all included in your fare, but no buffet. That's how they countered taking the buffet out. They just said, look, we're not going to charge anyone for any of the meals. Go to any of the 20 restaurants you want. It's included in your fare. So, well, people will give it a try, and we'll hear about it. We'll hear the reviews, and we'll see. Sylvia, hey, Robert, how do I get the information on your group cruise? Brittany, I'm hoping to lose about 20 pounds by Easter. I need to lose a lot more weight than that. Robert is showing the address right here, cheapgroupcruises@gmail.com. Head there and you'll see the details. So, Tweety, I'm sure there will be premium options, but image, they will have to grab and go versus image and grab and go venues too. MG says, so Tweety, imagine. Oh, she's saying, okay, but I imagine they will have grab and goes. Okay. MG told, so yeah, a ready-made sandwich station probably. Deb Gwinnett is here. Deb, how are you? Welcome back to my show. I think it's your third time here, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe the fourth time, because you were here the first time, then I think you were here for trivia the first night, Tuesday night maybe, and then weren't you here yesterday? That would be this would be 4. Are you here for trivia tonight? Love to have you. Welcome back, Deb. So, Tweety, if they have salads and cheeses, I'd be happy with that. Robert Brandt, the February 19 cruise, I may have the week before added, so there could be back-to-backs. There's been that much interest, and I'm interested in that very much. I'm interested in back-to-back. So, Tweety, wow, Robert, that's awesome. Wish I could get that much time off. Robert Brandt. So what I did, retire. What did I do? Retire, laugh out loud. And so Tweety, I have a while before then, Robert, but great advice. Crazy Rich Guys, yeah, he just plays with his cars now and talks on the phone. Right on. Brittany, one morning next week will be 30 degrees, and that could be Wednesday. Not prepared footwear-wise for that. I have no boots, she said. Robert, just kidding. So Tweety, it's not for everyone, but I have things to occupy my time. Lunai is here. Could I get the group cruise email again? I must have written it wrong before. cheapgroupcruises@gmail.com. Let's see here, Brittany. I'm using my tablet to watch the show. So Tweety, cheap cruise. Robert Brandt, thanks. So Tweety, thumbs up. Brittany Lockwood, I am nowhere near a light packer. Oh, I'm nowhere near a light packer. I always overpack, says Brittany. Lunai, thanks. So Tweety, Robert Brandt, the 2019 deals are really very good. Wes Morrison, just checked Gas Buddy. Gas in Coeur d'Alene, Costco, $2.95. Unbelievable. Wes, that is a ripoff, don't you think? I mean, geez, it's the same price as 3 months ago. That's ridiculous. I might have to buy gas at the Walmart because they got a super Walmart there, and they'll be cheaper than $2.95. That's crazy for Coeur d'Alene. Unbelievable. Wes, well, I got you. If you're still here, I hope you're still here. Go to Gas Buddy. Do me a favor. What is gas at the Costco in Spokane's Costco? It's just 20 miles over there. Let me know that if you wouldn't mind. Touchdown. Do you have trivia tonight? I do. 8 o'clock tonight. I'm live, baby. We're on tonight, 8 o'clock. Crazy Rich Guys. The Titanic had a technical problem. A slight little technical problem. That's true. Cool Jazz. So did Costa Concordia. It had a slight little scrape up, yeah. And then 32 people later. Yeah, unbelievable. 32 dead. Crazy Rich Guys. Yes, Brittany Lockwood. Neither my tablet nor my phone seem to want to cooperate for this show. So Tweety, wow, Brittany Lockwood. There has to be some sort of catch on Virgin Voyages. There's no catch. They're not going to be cheap cruises. Don't even think for a minute that Virgin Cruises will be as cheap as Carnival. Don't even go there. You're going to be paying prices like, brand new cruise ship prices. Probably $1,000 for a week for a balcony room, $600-700 for an inside room. I mean, but you're going to get a whole different experience. I mean, no kids, that's worth $100 a week right there. Right there, it's $100 a week I'll pay to have no kids on a cruise. For sure, I'd cough that up. 2, no specialty dining extra charges. You just saved yourself at least $100 because who doesn't want to go to the steakhouse or a premium restaurant or two? 20 different venues for food. That's a good selection. No extra charge for any of those. And this new itinerary, new ship, yeah, they're selling out, but they're not selling out at $500 a week for a balcony. No. They're going to sell out at $1,000-1,200 a week, easy, maybe higher, no problem at all. All right, trivia tonight is on. Let's see here, Brittany. So Tweety, wow, Brittany. There has to be some sort of catch. No, Wendy, the Titanic just made crushed ice for drinks. There you go. So Tweety, I will definitely want to take a Virgin cruise. MG told these mega ships are an accident waiting to happen. 10,000 people on board. So Tweety, and 1,000 for a week is still half of a Disney cruise. That's true. So Tweety, very well. Wes Morrison, gas at Costco in Spokane, $3.09. What the hell is going on in the Northwest USA? This is unbelievable, Wes. I can't believe it. Wes, can you find me any cheap gas in Idaho, like Sandpoint or Bonner's Ferry or Coeur d'Alene? Is there anybody other than Costco with a better price? That is insane. Mary Ellen Schultz, I am seriously considering the 2019 group cruise. Do you think Carnival help with flight prices is a good deal? I'm not sure. Robert, what do you think? Would they be able to offer? Unless you call, I'm not 100% sure. I guess if we call the agent that has to be contacted, maybe that person can help out. I'm guessing. I'm just trying to answer this question. Brittany, there is a chance that I will not be for trivia tonight. Got a major test tomorrow. Brittany, whatever works for you, it works for me. It's all good. So Tweety, Mary won. So Tweety, I'm flying to Florida and then getting a short trip to Puerto Rico, says So Tweety. Yeah, you might want to find a cheap flight into Miami or Fort Lauderdale and check flights from Fort Lauderdale, Miami to Puerto Rico. You might be able to find cheap hopovers that way. Or just look it up. I would go to kayak.com, KAYAK.com. That's who I use to find airfares. And I try to put together either segments, like a round trip ticket from my hometown to Fort Lauderdale or from my hometown to Miami, and then a round trip ticket from Fort Lauderdale or Miami to Puerto Rico and back to San Juan. Otherwise, I would look for the whole deal. I would just say, give me a multi ticket. So give me to Miami and then or a round trip ticket like from my hometown to Puerto Rico and back. Compare the two. Add the two separate flights to the one flight and see what's the better deal. You'll be shocked sometimes. But don't forget, Southwest Airlines is not on kayak. So if you're going to fly Southwest to Miami or Fort Lauderdale and then fly another airline to Puerto Rico, you'll have to find a Southwest flight on southwest.com. All right. MG Toast. So doesn't that group cruise sail out of Puerto Rico? It does. Brittany, gas prices in the Northwest are way beyond ridiculous. So Tweety, yes, MG. Mary Ellen, gas in Somerville, South Carolina, $2.32 a gallon. MG Toast. Oh my God. Vivian, doubt I'll be here for 1 a.m., but back tomorrow and Saturday. Vivian, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you Saturday because Saturday it's very much more convenient for you. So Tweety, why? Oh my God, why is it so expensive? Taxes in Washington State are high. California, they're high. I don't know what Idaho's problem is. Maybe they have a tax problem too. I really don't know. MG, stay away from Puerto Rico. Where does it end? The airfare is probably more than the cruise. Again, it all depends on the time of year and who you use and how far you book out. But you take a look. I personally, if I'm going to go back to back on these on two cruises, I will probably get to Puerto Rico at least 2 days before the cruise because I want to avoid the air traffic on the day of the trip. I don't want to play that game and fight for air seats on the same time the ship is going out. I want to get there before these passengers go, and maybe you'll be luckier that way. I'll spend a couple of days in Puerto Rico. I don't mind. I want the dry weather. Being Canadian, I'd like to be in warm weather for a while. And I may do a meet and greet down there with any of you guys coming down. We'll meet on land first, and we'll hang out at some places in Puerto Rico, and then I'll see you on the ship additionally. So that would be a lot of fun. Reggie, we did 10-day Caribbean cruise out of New York, $499 to Puerto Rico. So Tweety, I will use miles to get from Seattle to Florida, but yeah, the airfare is going to be close to the cruise price since the tickets are so cheap. Deb Gwinnett, two plus signs. Thank you, Deb. And so far, 32 thumbs ups today. Thank you very much for thumbs ups, 32. If we can get a little higher, that would be great. If any of you out there can spare me a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. All right, what do we got now for time? 4:07, so it's 6:07 New York time. Just been on for a little over an hour. I'm going to be on at 8 o'clock for live trivia tonight. Let me take a look at these questions to see if they're all set here. I got some quick 10s tonight. Those quick 10s, I got about 4 of those already set up. I got some other stuff coming. So, yeah, I think we're going to have some fun tonight with the old trivia. I look forward to having you come by. Robert Brent, everyone who lives near a cruise port lucks out and pays no air or very low air. True, although I doubt very many residents from Puerto Rico are watching me, but we'll all have to get there one way or the other and get on the ship and go. So Tweety, I can only do Alaska so many times. There you are. Wendy Thompson, thumbs ups for Bruce. So Tweety is smiling. And I just saw a 33rd thumbs up come through the computer. Thank you very much. Another one, and they're coming in. Love it. Still have 39 people watching me today. That's fantastic. Rob says, what I like about a buffet is you can try food you don't normally try. Don't like grab something else. Not as convenient in the main dining. Yep. Reggie, you have sailed out of New York. Says Cool Jazz. And Reggie, yep, I have. I too have sailed out of New York with Jennifer, the Explorer of the Seas. We went down to Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, Saint Martin, we were supposed to go to Labadee, didn't make it. We ran into a storm right outside of New York. Within about 8 hours, we hit it. 30 hours later, we got through it, and it was rough. That was a March cruise, I believe, and not fun cruising out of New York in March. I don't recommend it. Love the Explorer of the Sea, says So Tweety. Love it. I found it okay for what I wanted. I like the size of the ship, of course, it's big and all. But I didn't like the spa area. There's no extra charge to use the steam room and the sauna, and so everybody used it. And the jacuzzi area was not in a private setting; it was in a public setting. So you'd have families with kids, and half the jets didn't work, and half the lights were burnt out. It was worn and torn, and I really prefer being in an enclosed adult-only spa section to enjoy the spa experience, to de-stress and relax. And the Explorer didn't have it, but I did enjoy the 3-layer dining area, huge dining room for the main dining room. Servers were good, and enjoyed the ship otherwise. That was okay. Except didn't enjoy that storm. But I tell you, coming home through 20-foot waves, I was laughing at 20-foot waves because we just been through 60-foot waves a few days earlier, and now 20-footers are nothing. Brittany Lockwood, gas prices range from $2.23 to $2.49 a gallon in Thibodaux, Louisiana. Unbelievable. Reggie, Cool Jazz, NCL, Jewel, Gem, Breakaway, Celebrity out of Bayonne too. So Tweety, have you tried the Sanctuary on Princess, Bruce? And So Tweety, sounds like your cup of tea. Cool Jazz, okay, very nice. I have. I believe I. Well, no, I have not. Pardon me. I apologize. I've been to the spa area on Princess, which is also open to the public. You don't have to pay extra to use it either. And it's a little more cut off from the general population. You have to kind of know it's there to use it. But I got to tell you, the best spas I've had were on Holland America and Norwegian, the Norwegian Jade and the Norwegian Epic, the Oosterdam for Holland America. Far preferred paying for exclusive entry to those places because the numbers of people were way, way down, very few in there. And you could always find a heated lounger. You could always have room in the jacuzzi. In the steam room, you'd be the only person, or there'd be maybe 1 or 2 people that would last a few minutes, and then they'd give up and go. You have the whole thing to yourself. I could hose it all down and make it just the way I like it. So I prefer that. But the Sanctuary on the Princess, you had to be of a certain class of room to get the Sanctuary. And my wife and I, we don't upgrade that high, or we hadn't in the past when we sailed years ago, when we started sailing the last few years. But I've walked up there and I've taken a peek. I asked one day, can we just take a look, see what it looks like? And I said, oh yeah, go ahead, look around. So we walked around. Very nice, very neat looking, very cool. But in the spa area, if you use the spa area, you can go out into that lower area of the Sanctuary. The Sanctuary is sort of up top, and then below there they have the jacuzzi and they have a little pool. You can use that as a spa user. Or you can pay us for a spa pass on Princess, but all you get is the Aroma Spa. It's Aroma Steam Room, I think, and heated loungers. But you had to go down a set of stairs from the change area, and it was really, really didn't like the layout, to be honest. I just didn't like it, so I never bothered. I just go into the steam room sauna area and enjoy the big showers in the spa area, which I really live for. Love that room. I love that room. Let's see here. So sounds like your cup of tea. Cool Jazz. Okay, very nice, Reggie. Cool Jazz, are you gonna do QM2? Laugh out loud. MG. So I would not pay extra for the Sanctuary. Reggie, Cool Jazz thought about it. So Tweety, I love the Sanctuary. I'll go for an interior room and put the balcony dollars towards the Sanctuary. There you go. Cool Jazz would be awesome. So Tweety, it's $40 a day or $20 for half a day to access. They shouldn't judge based on your cabin category. I'd highly recommend it if you go on Princess again, at least for tea time. And yeah, so Tweety, like I said, if it were included in my cruise, I'd be interested if I were an upgrade. But to pay the extra money, $40 for a day access, I wouldn't use it long enough to really justify it. My better half and I, we walked around, looked at it, and we kind of asked each other, do we want to pay the extra? And she said, I love reading a book. I love curling up and reading a book on a lounger. I have no trouble finding a lounger all over this ship. And so she didn't pay the extra to go there. I guess we got lucky, though. When we were on the Ruby Princess, we were not overrun with children. So it was okay. Had it been a holiday where kids were everywhere, yeah, I think we would have taken him up on the offer and definitely booked at least a couple of half days and get out of the maddening crowds. But for me, my idea of quiet is heading for the steam room of the sauna because no one uses them. And I can sit in the steam room for half an hour at a time. I can last a long time. And it's just so great. I'll go in the shower and cool off. I'll go back in the steam room for another 15, 20 minutes. I'll go shower off again, get nice, cool off. Then I'll go into the jacuzzi and just bubble away. And it's quiet. It's just great, relaxing. And the softer I get, the more relaxed I am, and the stress level just disappears. Don't need the sanctuary. I found my own, but it's a different kind of sanctuary. I'd rather stay in steerage and have buffet food and use a regular lounge chair near the pool, says MG Toe. We figure that's the kind of guy you are. So, Tweety, there are lots of nice seating options all over with no charge. So, Tweety, laughing out loud, MG. Deb, I am sorry about the random messages. Our new, what is that? Our new Chewini has been wrestling with his stepsister and seems to have hit the keyboard on my laptop. My apologies. Deb, what can I say? It happens. What are you going to do? Hopefully you'll join us for trivia tonight too. I'm just glad you're here. Cool Jazz should have told Tom and CK hotel prices in CT since he has all day to get back to Boston. Well, you know, they'll figure it out. They'll be fine. Well, there you go, Debbie. I wondered why I heard my name. Yeah, why is he talking to me? A button was pushed and Bruce knows I'm here. That's what happens. Fantastic, Deb. Thanks for joining me again. Okay, I'm getting off the air here. It's 6:15. How many of them thumbs up? I got 34. I got to go with 34 today. If I get a couple more in the next few hours, great. If any of you are watching this show as a rerun, please consider giving me a thumbs up. So I would really appreciate it. And also check out my videos today. I made a couple of videos today. One about the Sunshine on a Carnival ship, and one about the Celebrity Edge cruise ship. Check them out. Let me know what you think on those. I want to, if you can share them on Facebook with your friends, that would be great. Or any social media you are part of, please do share those videos. I would love that. Thank you again for all your support. Thank you for trying to get me donations and or buying stuff on Amazon or picking up merchandise like this. Today only, 30% off T-shirts and I think hoodies on my site. So if you've been thinking about getting a T-shirt, today's the day. I don't set the prices on the site. It's Redbubble that does it, and they've got a site-wide 30% off deal, and that includes all of my merchandise, and I love it. So thank you, everybody, for that. For any of you who are supporting me doing that, I really do appreciate it. Fantastic. All right, there it is. That's it for me. I'm going to say my goodbyes for now. I'll be back on the air in 1 hour and 44 minutes with trivia tonight, 8 o'clock. Edward Mullen, thanks, Ed, for your thumbs up. 35, I see it. Thanks, buddy. Hopefully you'll be around tonight. Magras, watching from Scotland. Great show. Maharjes Maragon. Am I anywhere near accurate on that? Welcome, Eminem. Glad you're here from Scotland. Thank you so much for joining me. Throw me a thumbs up if you can spare one over there. And Reggie Man is saying bye all. No trivia for us tonight. Maybe Saturday. Fantastic. We'll see you then. Vivian, night. Edward, thumbs ups for Bruce. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. This is Bruce saying good night from Creston, British Columbia until 8 o'clock tonight Eastern Time, 1 hour and 43 minutes from all. Deb is saying later all. I will see you for trivia. This is November the 8th show. Have a pleasant evening, and I'll catch you later tonight or tomorrow, Friday night at 5 Eastern again. All right, bye for now.